Online, number one for urban and Caribbean music. We are here. We are here. Back then they didn't know us. Now we hot and they all on us. That's what they do. That's what they do. Back then they didn't know me.
Back then they all on me. Back then they didn't know me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. Back then they didn't know me. Now I'm hot. Oh, all on me. Back then they. Mike Jones.
Shut your mouth.
Y'all remember who remember his phone number?
I never knew his phone number.
You never knew it?
I even know when it was at the most prominent. I never knew his phone number.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember.
See, you don't remember it either, Miss Tony?
I never knew the number.
Yeah,
when he gave us his number?
In one of the songs. That was the biggest thing. Yeah.
I didn't listen to raps.
I didn't. It's not raps.
Listen to raps.
That's like oxtails.
Oxtails.
Oxtails. I hate when people say oxtails. It makes me angry.
Me as well.
It's one ox's tail.
It's one. One is plural.
You know,
Yes.
Yes. That's like fishes or shrimps.
Can I give you guys a random tris fact?
Yes.
So, oxtails are technically no longer oxtails.
What are they?
Now they can be cow tail. They could be, horse tail.
Ox is cow.
Horse tail. It's just a tail.
Nah, son. No.
No horse tail though.
No. Nah,
Horse
Tristan.
tail don't got no bones.
I'm trying to put you on.
Nah, Tris. Nah.
Horse tail don't got no bones. It's just all hair that
Y'all,
they make weaves.
y'all could Google
I'm
it.
not going.
Google what's oxtail now, but it's not just ox.
If people is out here selling people horse tail as ox, then I have a class action suit coming
It's not
towards
just ox.
me.
This morning, right? Speaking of things that we eat, so like I love me a good mondongo soup, right? This morning, I watched a video of this tiny chef that was making a mondongo, and I was
Really?
like, I don't know if I can eat it anymore.
What? It's so tiny. What turned you off?
It was a little boy who was cooking it in the woods in the Philippines or something,
Oh,
and
father.
that's just the screenshot.
Oh,
So I was like, yeah,
And what is
that looks
Mandungo
like
soup?
a bunch of doodle.
And what is Mandungo soup?
That's the tripe,
For those that
tripe, which is cow intestine, which is
Oh.
it's basically cow chitlins.
Oh,
but they clean it nice.
oh,
They clean
No.
chitlins nice too.
No. But mondongo don't ever smell like doodle hole.
I don't think
Don't
I
ever
want-
smell like pooper shooter.
I don't think I would like to eat a Mandungo.
Oh,
You
it's
have-
so
I'm
good.
not sure.
Tristan, you
Tristan,
haven't had.
mondongo
Yes,
soup or
you
cow
have
foot soup.
had it.
No,
Whenever they make a cow foot soup, they put
No,
mondongo in
I
it.
don't eat the cow foot soup.
Boy, bye. Get
Oh my
outta here.
goodness,
I don't eat the
I'm
cow.
revoking your
I-
Honduran
listen.
card.
He's
I
the
don't- I
most
don't
Honduran.
I don't
non-Honduran.
do the chicken foot. I don't do the chuleta. I don't do the cow foot. I don't do the pig feet. I don't do the.
Which one
Don't
is the
do it.
chuleta
I
now?
don't do
Pork
it.
chop.
Oh no, I don't do no.
But
chuleta.
we don't do none of them pork thing.
Yeah.
Poop.
I
We don't eat no
that.
But I'll tear up a mondongo. I'm gonna be a little hesitant when I tear it up from now on.
What did Mike Knight say? Beef, mondung, tripe is. Oh no, that was Janet. Is beef chitlins. I don't
Yeah.
like you guys referring to that. Like,
Janet, did you say that too? You know me and Janet the same.
I'm gonna have to
person.
put that. I'm gonna have to put that in there with Houghton's Pond. That y'all can't be out here just saying whatever you want to say.
I'm telling you, these are the things. Anyhow, a quick check-in, Triz. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't know what I did yesterday.
you don't know what you did yesterday.
I
Well,
was working on a lot. I did a lot of flyers yesterday. A lot of graphic designing yesterday. I did some T-shirts for Yamba, and then we were doing some
You went to
graphics for
Yamba?
Spark the Block, and then of course we had our meeting. It ended the night with our meeting.
we did. We had a really good meeting last night. I think things are going to be really, really good. 3 weeks from Spark the Block. 4 weeks.
What
Three
I
and a
just,
half
I think
weeks.
it's 3. What I don't understand is where the hell the time goes.
August. This is what I said. I was like, August just started, and we're midway through August already, and I don't understand how that happened. Anyway,
Which is crazy because I don't ever feel I didn't know when we first started August to be already through a full week of August.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's crazy.
But I mean, and a week plus because today is the 8th day of August. Anyhow, yesterday I actually had a really good day. I went home from here and was just relaxing, and then I got like called up and was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Nothing." They were like, "Come outside." And went outside. We went to lunch. We hung out. We went and chilled and all kinds of things. And then when I was getting dropped back home, we looked up in the sky. There was this big black cloud. So we were like, let's go see what it is. And jumped back in the car and drove over. There was a house on fire on Irma Street.
Really?
I sent the pictures yesterday in the group.
Oh.
So this house was blazed up on fire on Irma Street, which was like a couple blocks down from me. And so we went to the back of that, to the house behind where the fire was, and we were like watching the fire from the backyard. It was a really, really big fire.
What kind of a weird ass date is that?
I don't know. It was like a pop-up date with adventure.
Watch somebody's house burning down.
Pop-up adventurous ass date.
So instead of the sunset, we're just gonna watch this beautiful home burn.
It was really, it's sad though, because it was a 3-family house, and the back of it burnt up. So I can imagine that this is what Auntie Iris's house looked like when it went up. And the 2 houses next to it ended up catching on fire because it was very windy yesterday. So it was blowing the fire. The firefighters were having a very difficult time putting out this fire. I don't know if I don't think it showed up in our news stories for this morning, but it was a pretty big fire out there. I learned that the owner of the home isn't even in the country right now.
That's usually how it is, right? Yeah. These people buy these homes.
I think they're Jamaican and they live there. But
so that was next door to one of my friend's houses, Dre, the DJ.
I saw Dre running through. So
his house, he actually got to move out of their house because their house got on fire. And across the street is Dolly. That's where Gaza Dolly lives.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? I met her yesterday. That's so crazy. I met her yesterday in front of my building, and she lives across. That's so funny. So that it was really, really sad. So prayers out to those people, because I'm sure that a lot of families were affected. The 2 houses on the side of that house looked like they had also caught on fire. And it was I was watching the firefighters try to fight it, and it looked like it was really, really hard for them. So hope everybody in there, pray for them, the best for them today. But it's supposed to be 82 degrees today.
Really? It looks like it's going to downpour and
it looks like it's gonna snow.
Yeah.
So today's supposed to be 82 degrees. Tomorrow is gonna be 64 degrees.
That doesn't make any sense. This is how people get sick.
Yeah.
Because the weather is stupid.
Yeah. So, it's supposed to rain today. I heard it was only supposed to be slight drizzle, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of rain.
So today they're saying thunderstorms likely in the morning, then a chance of scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. Storms may contain strong gusty winds, high of 83 degrees, winds in the south-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%.
Oh, so it's going to rain today. Tomorrow's it's updated. It says tomorrow's going to be 83 with a low of
because that makes sense. Because that makes more sense. You can't go from 83 and just drop the next day to 62. And then everybody's just what am I supposed to wear?
Exactly. I don't know. This summer, nobody had a chance to put away their winter box. Because you never knew. So, even though it was warm for a lot of the time, you just had to make sure that you had a sweatshirt or something with you just in case. I wish I had a sweatshirt right now. I don't know what I thought.
It's freezing, which is my love language is hoodies. Hoodie season is where I like to be. Hoodie and sweatpants. I've been looking at my sweatpants a lot, and I'm like, coming for you.
Yeah.
Coming for you.
That's how I feel. I want to wear a sweatshirt and shorts and sneakers. That's what I want to wear. I like that. Yes, that's dynamic. Aesthetic.
Yes.
And what is that? What is that degrees? That's like a 70 degrees,
that's
right?
70. That's an evening summer night.
Yes.
On the beach.
I want to do that. Yes. I'm going to do that. Anyhow, that's me. How are you, Saucy? I know you're tired.
I am tired. Yeah. I'm tired. I spent the morning at the ER. Hanging out with my child.
Yeah.
But
Spark FM online.
Yes, Spark FM.
Drop the bombs for the baby.
I met a black doctor.
Is it my brother-in-law?
It has to be. It has to be your brother-in-law. I am in love. I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my God, let me run home, put on my hair and put on my bra and get something on my face to be able to speak to him. He was in there for 3 minutes. Tall, dreads, senior doctor.
Love him.
ER specialist.
Yes.
Friendly, happy, with great teeth.
All the right words you said.
All the things. I said, oh, Jesus, okay, I see you. I see why we're here. I see we're here. Speak it. Say that. Jesus put me in the place where I need to be. I got all his information off of my discharge papers.
Sometimes, though, when I went to get my colonoscopy, There was this fine nurse, and I was like, please don't let him have to be my nurse because they, they make you farting before you leave. And I'm be in there farting before this guy. In front of this guy, and that's just a bad way to start our relationship.
Man, I was just, you know what? When he walked in, I was like, oh, is this I was very, very, very ignorant.
Right, like,
Because I was like,
he must be transport.
He must be coming to take the blood pressure. He was like, yes, I'm the senior doctor here. I was like, oh. My mom was like, oh, hi.
Of course. She gonna flirt.
She was like, when he comes back in, I'm going to tell him that he should come on your show and that you should talk about, all of the things that are happening in the ER. I said, Ma, do not pitch him. Do not pitch him in here while I'm sitting here with no lip grease and no hair on.
Girl, pitch him. And then when he does come, then you come in looking like,
forget
good
about
morning.
Forget about the doctor. What happened to the child?
I know, right?
Oh yeah, him. CK unfortunately suffered a seizure last night.
Yeah.
It was his first one in about 10 years. When he was a baby, he had febrile seizures. He had 2 of those, and last night he picked him up early from ADSL, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I went to go get my nails done, and then I had time. Like, I just had time because I got out at like 2:30. The boys don't get out of school till 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and I actually was just sitting in the parking lot of Dunkin' Donuts. I was on meetings, doing whatever, answering emails, sitting with my tea. And then Miss Jess called and was like, oh, he's not feeling good. And I was like, well, I happen to be across the street. I'm going to come on, walk over and get him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just kind of like, just kind of silent and whatever for the day. But his fever would not go away. His fever would not go away. It was very, very high. It was about 102, 103 for the greater part of the day. Last night, after some medication, he started to sweat it out. So I thought everything was good. And then I woke up because I thought that he had to like throw up or something. And when I looked, homie was having a seizure. And I'm used to it. I've studied a lot about seizures. I've studied a lot about fever. I'm like the fever king. But at this time, like when you're seeing it in action, you can't even think. Like all the things you think, you can't think. So because I watched 911 a lot, when I called 911, I knew to start with my address and to, give all the things. So the ambulance came and got us and we went there. And, ER time is just sitting there all your whole life.
Right.
Waiting for several different people to come in and tell you that you're going to be waiting for some more. So we're in there from about 2:30 to about 6:30. And then he's finally discharged and now he is home and he's hungry. So that's good. That is good.
That's a good sign.
What I don't understand about the ER is like they're always like it doesn't go by the order that you came there, but the order of severity of whatever is going on. Mm-hmm. But like he had a seizure. Why am I waiting 4 hours for you to say something?
Because he's already out of it. So one thing that I do learn is that I was asking him this morning, I was like, do you know why we went to the hospital? So it almost seems like they have no idea what happened. Mm-hmm. It is a blank out for them. So they don't even know that they are whatever. He was just like, because I had a fever. Like I was sick, so I had to get checked out, like, because we had to go to the doctor. But, like, he was already out of it. He was alert. He was responsive and everything like that. So after that, it's just, getting checked out from the doctor, getting vital signs, going to neuro and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So now he has to have a full workup again, like he did when he was younger. And he has been diagnosed with having an epilepsy disorder or a seizure disorder. So that sucks. That very much sucks because he has to be on medication now for whoever knows how long. And like that just kind of it's a sucky diagnosis. Mm-hmm. That was one of those things that just really suck. So we'll see how it goes. Keep little CK in your prayers. He is in very great spirits. He is doing well. He was sweating before I left, but I'm really blessed to have a type of environment where I know that he's taken care of and that my time is flexibility so that I can be there to do whatever I need to do for him all the time. So that was my morning. I am tired, and I can't wait till this is over because then I'm going immediately into my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with that said, let's get into the show. Saucy and Friends in the Morning starts right now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
SparkFMOnline.com presents the second annual Culture Festival. Spark the Block, Sunday, September 3rd. Fusing cultures, energy, music, fun, and vibes. Live on stage, all the way from Jamaica. For the first time in 10 years. Mayday! Yep, to go again. Elephant Man, the energy god, with hits like Nalinga, Ding Chang, Nalinga, On the River, Gully Creeper, and Log On. The baddest bitch of Miami, Trina, with hits like Pull Over. Trina.
Dump in the places I've been.
Uber Out Loud.
You tell me that I think too much.
And Raga Fresh and Sean John Music with this collaboration, Trailer Load. Evolution Specialist, Ampere, Music by DJ Live, DJ Sticks, My Outlaw, Tyrek, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Boston Seaport, 65 Northern Ave. General admission is $75. VIP $450. This is a 21 plus event. For more info, check out sparkfmonline.com/Spark the Block. Sunday, September 3rd.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
I want to go to that.
Me too. I'm going. If you guys have not gotten your tickets already, go ahead and get your tickets for Spark the Block. You could go right on to sparkfmonline.com/Spark the Block, or just go to eventbrite.com/Spark the Block. If you want to volunteer or if you want to be a vendor and showcase your business, we encourage that behavior as well. We encourage all of that behavior. So let's get into this. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu may be required to produce evidence and emails about her enemies list. Who's writing these stories? Who's doing this? Sarah Rumpf written. Because Sarah Rumpf she went straight for the clickbait. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu may be required to appear in court to defend her highly public and controversial enemies list, the Boston Herald reported. The Herald said that Wu's administration may need to produce evidence and emails about her list after a judge agreed to make it part of discovery in a case against a North End restaurateur accused of shooting at a business rival. The attorney for Patrick Mendoza, the owner of Monica's Trattoria, says she wants to know how Mendoza ended up on Wu's enemies list and what police did with it. I want to know who generated the list, what it was intended for, and why it was sent to the Boston Police Department. I'm trying to get the information because it could be exculpatory for my client. On Friday, the judge agreed, ruling that Wu's administration will have to turn over emails, texts, or any communication about the list. The order also raises the possibility that Wu herself or other top Boston administrators would have to appear in court under oath. Wu, a Democrat, came under fire from critics after her administration confirmed that she created a list of her most vocal critics and provided it to the local authorities. The list was made in response to a request from the Boston Police Department after the mayor had been harassed and physically intimidated by individuals for several months outside her home, at city functions such as the annual neighborhood parks coffee hours, and at other public events. Wu's spokesperson, Ricardo Patron, said in a statement to the Boston Herald, the acknowledgement by the administration that it has compiled the document came after the list was uncovered in an email obtained through a public records request by Wu's opponents, the outlet noted. I'm not going to read too much about this because I do still think it's still stupid. Patrick Mendoza, the owner of Maria's Trattoria, is a problem to our society and our community. I don't care whether I don't care whether he didn't go as far as he did with the other owner, with Mayor Wu. The fact that he has been named as one of her most outspoken protesters, and then the man shows up on camera on a bike shooting at his opponent, makes me feel unsafe with him living in these communities. And I don't even live in North End.
Absolutely. So he hasn't been caught yet? Is that what
I think so. He hasn't been caught.
Oh.
On top of that, you're a flight risk, so that means you are super guilty.
Yeah, he's
to expand outdoor seating.
Very, very
we're
dangerous.
given a shorter
A thug.
season than the rest of the city. Does that seem fair to you? It doesn't seem fair to our next guest. Joining us right now, we're suing. We've got Christian Silvestri, along with George, Frank, and Pat Mendoza. Guys, good morning to you.
This is something.
So this is from a long time ago.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. It's good to have you.
I think this is from the time when so like I don't know. I think that the list is needed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there are people out here that like to teeter the line of stalking and protesting.
Right.
And I don't think it's right. I do feel like city officials should and could be called out, but I do feel like there's a time and a place and a behavior for everything. And what these people have done, I've seen them in action. We've seen them in action. We've reported about them. They're a danger to our society.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
I think he's been caught.
Oh, has he?
Yep, he's behind bars.
Oh, good. When did he find him?
They said he was in rehab. Wanda said he was in rehab. Patrick Mendoza, 54, the owners of Monica's Trattoria, was arrested on July 22nd.
Oh, wow. Oh, good. The incident happened on the 12th. So the 22nd is what, a good 10 days after?
Yeah.
He's a flight risk.
We were following it, and I never saw the word that he had gotten caught. So that's really good news right there.
He is a complete and utter flight risk. He should have a very high bail of like $10 million, and maybe 60 million.
60 million.
Yes, 60 million thousand.
Oh.
Lock him up. We don't want him on our streets.
Save our streets.
Save our streets, okay? There's white on white crime going on. I don't want to be around it.
Yeah.
Thugs.
Agreed. Agreed.
So we'll see how that goes. I'm afraid.
Clutch my purse.
And my pearls. Public safety on Mass and Cass, Ed Flynn's number one priority as acting mayor. Come on, Mr. Flynn.
Come through, Flynn.
Come through. That's our boy.
Yeah, he was
That's our boy. So
what I want to know is, okay, so you said he's acting mayor because Mayor Wu was on vacation?
She's taking an 11-day vacation.
11 days?
Girl, okay?
11 days.
She got money.
She need one.
She do.
She does.
Because I don't think she's taken a vacation in the last 2 years, maybe 4 years.
Yeah, this place ain't easy.
So Boston City Councilor President Ed Flynn spent Monday morning at Atkinson Street, Mayor Mass and Cass, meeting with police, outreach team, medical workers, and city employees on site of the homeless encampment. Flynn, who was in the middle of a 10-day stint as acting mayor since Mayor Michelle Wu left for a family vacation, describes Mass and Cass as a rapidly deteriorating site marked by a long-time concentration of homelessness, mental health issues, and drug use. Getting people into drug treatment and increasing safety in the area is Flynn's main focus since stepping into the role last Thursday. His biggest priority is addressing public safety issues on Mass and Cass, which would include taking down tents. Flynn signed on to an open letter last week urging city officials to conduct a police sweep of the area, specifically targeting individuals with a history of violence, drugs, and human trafficking. I think a warrant sweep is necessary, but I also think it needs to be effectively coordinated and planned accordingly with the Boston Police and the state police. I would rather get it done right than to rush it. While on vacation, Wu was only physically unavailable and still making all major decisions that need to be made, according to Wu's press secretary. She's available by phone and Zoom and is checking in with the team multiple times per day. As of August 1st, the number of people congregated in the area reached more than 150 people per day, just about the same amount seen in the same time last summer, according to a city's data officials. I don't think that it's only 150 people per day.
Gathered where?
at Mass and Gas.
No.
There are thousands of people out there.
150 a day? Come on.
No, that's what? Unique users,
Exactly.
maybe? Because
exactly.
that does not, listen, if you go over there, there's 150 people in the parking lot of McDonald's, alone.
Yep.
So don't say that. Say the number. Y'all got to say the number.
If there's 25,000 people riding the T on Blue Hill Ave each day, there's at least 2,500 people on Atkins. I'd say there's what would you say? 500 people.
Yeah, like about 500 people out
400
there.
to 500 people.
Because 150 end up migrating to the other areas like South Bay and stuff and hanging around there. South Bay is a disaster.
It is.
It's
so
an
sad.
absolute disaster.
I heard they're doing something there too.
What, make it an encampment?
They're about to build
Macy's.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that?
How? We can't even
It's good for the boosters.
We can't get nothing in Target. Somebody said, I'm literally going to sit in the parking lot, wait for the boosters to come out.
Hello. Who ain't gonna? I think like we need to make better decisions all around. Like you can't bring certain situations to certain places, to certain parts of the city.
They're putting the Macy's over there. Plus, they building all of these stupid bike highways over there.
What the hell is a bike highway?
You see how they're building these things in the middle of the street now. Like the sidewalk is what it is, but then there's a little path, and then they're building these
like
things
those
in the middle of the street.
Yeah,
and it's like, what is this that you're doing? So you're putting bikes over there with this Macy's, so the people on the blue bikes is gonna go into Macy's and rob it, and then get away in the bike lanes that you created to make that easier
and then
for
go
them.
Straight to my house and then set me up for failure because I got to buy the clothes that they stealing.
And
that's
I
not
got
right.
to buy them.
I have to. And supply and demand. Wu described increased violence, drug and human trafficking, and weapons potentially that presents a new level of public safety alarm. The city is planning to make a major sweep to address safety concerns through a different approach. What is said approach? I hate political talk. Like, I hate it. I hate it with all my life. Because it just sounds stupid. It just sounds like blanket statement. You're not that smart to read under between that lines. I had a really good conversation with a couple of politicians in the past week. And I'm like, I wonder if y'all think we stupid out here when you try to use all of these terms and things. All it says to me is I ain't doing shit. And I need y'all to stop doing that because that's crazy.
I'm using big words for not doing nothing.
Using big words to do big nothing. A crash near the Tobin Bridge in Charleston leads to massive police search. Presence. No, search. A driver crashed and ran from police on Tuesday, leading to massive police search that lasted for hours near the Tobin Bridge. The search began just after noon. Police attempted to stop a man in a green car, but it crashed into that is a lot of police. It crashed into a guardrail on Terminal Street and ran off. Boston police said the driver, who had warrants out for his arrest, had a suspended license. Police found a gun in the suspect's car and second weapon inside the building of 200 Terminal Street. Damn. A search was conducted for several hours before the building was deemed safe. The suspect has not yet been located. He is described as a black man who is 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, with long black dreadlocks.
Hey!
I'll find him. Hello. Put me in the search. Police, I would like to come on as a private citizen, and I would like to help you guys with this
Say it
situation.
again, what is it, 6'2"?
He's 6 feet, 190 pounds, with long black dreadlocks.
Oh.
I think I used to date him.
I think I will date him.
What he look like?
Send us a picture.
When y'all find him, put a bulletin out. If anybody got a picture, put that on. I bet you all the black ladies is gonna find him. We're gonna find him.
We got the video.
Black women, come together. Let's find this man. We got to get these streets safe. Save our streets from this black man. Hello. We'll find him right now.
Terrible.
I bet. He probably got like 6 baby mamas.
Yeah.
I used to date a dude that was that same description, and he definitely had 7 baby mamas. Remember him? I used to call him baby daddy. The light
Now, this hunt forced the evacuation of a building and sent to school in the lockdown. WBZ's Ken McLeod is live for us tonight from Charlestown. Ken?
Send a description.
Chris,
And
this industrial park sits on the water here in Charlestown, right underneath the Tobin Bridge, as you can see right there. But just before 1 o'clock this afternoon, it was overrun by a small army of cops. Tonight, folks were allowed to retrieve their pets at the Crate Escape Doggy Daycare after a crazy afternoon that saw the industrial park it sits in shut down.
We were just very worried about the pups, but these guys are awesome.
this is the same story.
Just wondering what's going on and why they didn't catch him.
Him would be the suspect who fled from
Okay.
police in this Dodge Charger with Maine plates.
Oh,
Do they have a
he
picture of
charged
him?
a charge.
After officers tried to stop him nearby for several outstanding warrants.
Yeah, we had a Charger take off on us. It's going to be a green Dodge Charger.
But it wasn't long before that suspect hit a guardrail outside the Boston Auto Port and then scrambled into the complex on foot.
Black male, long dreads, black jacket with gray sleeves, black pants. He got a bag with him.
When police
I thought
found
they
a
said he
gun
had
in
on
the
gray
wrecked
sweats.
car, they mustered a sizable search with heavily armed officers and evacuated several buildings.
This was full of police cars. So, and the SWAT were here too, I believe. So it was, I guess, was an important thing here.
Scared?
A bit, yeah.
Surveillance cameras captured
never
the
scared.
suspect stalking the grounds here, even as police were swarming the place. Every vehicle leaving was searched, and truckers looking to return to their base waited outside for hours.
When I was leaving, it was just one cops, but then I went to Bridgewater and come back. I was there like sitting in traffic for 2 hours and 50 minutes.
And the doggy daycare's
He just
owner has
came
told
from Cape Verde.
customers that the suspect paid her a visit.
I said, "Oh, crazy day, huh?" And she was like, "Yeah, crazy day." And I said,
Dog
"Did
said
he
the
come
dog
in and
said-
talk to you?" She said, "Yeah, just to use the bathroom." And we said, "No,
Oh.
get out."
By the time police finished their search, they'd found no suspect, but they had stumbled on another pistol he apparently tossed. And as folks were allowed to return, they seemed more disgusted than afraid.
What a pain in the neck the guy was being for so many people.
They don't got no picture of him.
Nope.
That's just.
I
rude.
was in that story because I
What's
was
his
like,
name?
they need to do a sketch report. Somebody need to sketch him out, put it out online so we can go and find him.
I mean, they said they have video of him stalking the yard. Why didn't show it to us?
What do you show us what direction he was in?
And they know his name, right?
No. they
Oh, I
don't.
thought they said they didn't know his name.
He probably stole that car too. He's a menace to society, like Vicky Vegas said. He is a menace. He got to go. He got to go away too. We don't want that kind. I'm too old at this point to be chasing after a man with 2 guns, running away on the Tobin Bridge and killing the dogs and things.
Hide you in my house.
An update. Remember the situation of the man that went into the old people's home on their anniversary and killed them up?
Yes.
So the man accused of stabbing and beating 3 people to death in Newton in June will remain at a Massachusetts mental hospital after a judge on Monday determined he is not competent to stand trial. Gilda and Bruno de Amor, a couple in their 70s, and Gilda's 97-year-old mother, Lucia Arpino, were found dead on June 25th after the couple did not arrive for a church service they were scheduled to be at, recognizing and celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. According to investigators, there was evidence of forced entry into the basement of their home, a bloody knife in the kitchen, bloody footprints on the floor, and surveillance video from a nearby home that showed a shirtless, barefoot man staggering. Christopher Ferguson, 41, also of Newton, was arrested on June 26 on 1 count of murder, 2 counts of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, causing serious bodily injury, and burglary in connection with Sunday's triple slaying. In court on Monday, prosecutors did not challenge a competency report that determined Ferguson is not fit to stand trial.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
Yeah, literally.
That's crazy and just such a sucky ass coincidence.
It is. It really is. And there were a lot of witnesses during when this thing actually happened, and they came out and they were talking about him, and they were like, he obviously has problems, and they felt like the system had failed him, because he obviously had a lot of problems. It's just sad all around. Just really, really sad. Him not being competent isn't surprising to me at all.
And I guess for the family too, like, you're probably just like, damn, how do you get justice in these situations when somebody is not even in their right mind?
Yeah.
And then downtown Crossing, Macy's worker gets slashed on the hand by 2 juveniles and they're arrested.
Yep.
A Macy's worker. See, this is what they trying to put Macy's down here in the South Bay, so the workers get slashed in their hands.
Yep.
It's not right. A Macy's worker is recovering after witnesses said he was slashed inside the department store while confronting a group of unruly kids. Wouldn't have been me.
Yep.
The attack happened on Monday in Macy's at 450 Washington Street in downtown Crossing. 2 juveniles were arrested at the scene. Employee later identified by a co-worker could be seen outside the store talking to police with blood and a bandage on his left hand. A frustrated Macy's employee later said they'd been dealing for years with groups of children acting out and causing chaos inside the store. While gathering information at the scene, a group of teens confronted a Boston 25 photographer. A nearby police officer could be heard telling the group, "I told you guys I'm not going to play these games with you all tonight. This is the second time we've gotten a call for you guys with knives." Why are we talking to them?
Right.
Why are we talking to them?
And are you even allowed to without their
2 children
with
in
them?
custody. Boston 25 News reporter Jason Law is live outside Boston Police headquarters tonight. And Jason, another Macy's employee you spoke with said they have been dealing with out-of-control kids for a while now.
Yeah, Katie, we were downtown, so we actually got to the scene just a few minutes after this happened. That Macy's worker told me they've been dealing with these groups of unruly kids for years now. And that other Macy's worker today got slashed right on the hand. A young boy sits on the sidewalk in downtown Crossing with his hands cuffed behind his back. This man, later identified by a coworker, is a Macy's employee. His fingers are wrapped up where he was apparently slashed by some kind of sharp object. The slashing, according to witnesses, happened inside the Macy's department store Monday afternoon. Police say at least 2 juveniles were arrested for the attack. While we were gathering information at the scene, a group of kids confronted our photographer. A nearby police officer said police have been called here multiple times.
I told you guys I'm not going to play this game with you all tonight. This is the second time I'm going to call for you guys with knives.
A Macy's worker said groups of kids have been terrorizing employees and customers for years. The group will run into the store, act out, and cause problems.
I saw a lot of people gathering around, and then the police officer came running, and then he was talking to some kids, they were about 5 or 6 of them.
Kaisa Uhaj witnessed the frenzy outside the department store. She said she shops at this Macy's once a week.
I would feel really scared if I were him, because if you're at a workplace, you want to feel safe. You want to know that there's someone who would take care of you while you're actually doing your job, your duty. It's really sad.
The Boston Police Department did not release the ages of the juvenile suspects or the charges they might be facing. Macy's did not respond to a request for comment. We're live.
That's wild.
Yeah, I think that his speech in general was very interesting to me. This is my second time calling you guys with knives. So why?
Arrest them?
Yes. What is the conversation looking like to me? You've got to leave this area. If you don't leave the area, then you're gonna get arrested for disturbing the peace.
Absolutely.
I'm not really understanding what we are having so much conversation about with these youth.
And where are these people? I just always want to know, where is the parents? I just couldn't be down there. Just all willy-nilly when we were younger.
Yeah.
We used to sneak downtown. These kids are just going and you
sneak downtown, do what you got to do, and then try to get home by a certain time.
Exactly.
These people don't have any type of
Where is your summer job? Where's your after-school program? Where's your summer camp? You just gonna be down there causing havoc, wreaking havoc? This looks like a big flower on top of my head.
I was about to say it is wide.
Also, yeah, that's crazy. These kids aren't even from Boston. Yeah,
they're usually not, and they're usually scared to say anything to them. And I think that that's wild. I'm not going downtown, and these children harass me, and I'm gonna watch you tell them, "This is the second time I've called you. This is the second time I've called you with a knife."
Janet said to bag and tag them. Janet. I don't know if that's how it goes. You did skip over this. I don't know if you were going to go back to it, but they do have there is a story in there about the fire that happened yesterday. The three houses that were affected. There's a video of it. That's the only reason why I'm saying you can see there's a video in the thing. If you just want to play the video, since we already talked about it.
3 firefighters hurt too.
Yeah, 3 firefighters were injured, and 30 people displaced. They said.
Wow.
30.
30.
What kind of house was that?
It was
that
3 houses.
Oh,
3 family houses.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
that is big.
Yep. So and they do have a little video in there. I'm mad that they got closer than I was because I was trying to be in there. I was gonna climb the fence.
Oh wow.
Nosy last yesterday.
All right, here's a clip.
Yeah.
Chester triple-decker going up in flames. Cell phone video here showing the fiery inferno.
Do you see? Look at it
From the back deck area.
Oh my
of
God.
a multi-family home. The close quarters of that neighborhood spreading concern for crews. The flames melting siding and sparking fires at buildings next door. Firefighters battling the blaze from the
Look
roof.
at that.
The night team Sabrina Silva joining us live in Dorchester with
She's
the updates
beautiful
right
so
now.
early in the morning.
Yeah, you just saw there a massive fire with a massive response from the Boston Fire Department. Reconstruction crews are currently now on scene, boarding up the windows and doors as 30 people look for another place to live. A triple-decker in Dorchester consumed by flames
crazy.
this afternoon. Cell phone video provided by
That looks
Fire
fake.
capturing
It was. I've never.
It looks
close like
animatedly
that and-
fake. Yeah, like that's a. Unfortunately, that's a beautiful fire. Like that is wild.
Center started it. We think it started in the basement. It got to the rear porches. Then it spread to the 2 adjoining buildings on each side.
Sky 7 HD showing the heavy smoke taking over the sky in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Firefighters work to put the fire out. Officials say the live wires in front of the buildings posed a problem.
The street had no wires. They would have been up there quicker.
30 people now without a place to live.
So I went out to grab something from the store and fill up my tank. Then my daughter called me and said, Mommy, the house is on fire. I said, what? On fire?
Natalie Williams wasn't home when it started. She found out through a phone call.
I was driving and when she told me fire, I stopped in the middle road. Oh my God.
Her neighbor, Keisha Dunlap, was able to get out with her 2 kids just before the fire spread.
Don't even know what clothes we're going to put on our back because everything destroyed.
Everyone who lived there was able to get out on their own, but 3 firefighters were hurt. One suffered burns, and the other 2 were taken to the hospital with orthopedic-like symptoms.
Probably 100 firefighters here today. They did a great job.
As investigators begin looking into what sparked the flames, those displaced are hoping to salvage any belongings they can and say that they are grateful everyone is okay.
We lost everything, but thank God, we have life. We're alive.
Yeah, man.
And that was a total. It had to be a total
100%.
loss, just from like, it was crazy, and just kind of like what I kind of know from what we experienced, last year. It, whatever's not damaged by the fire is going to be damaged by smoke or damaged by the water from the firefighters trying to put out the fires. It kept on blazing up. Like they would get it down, and then it would like blaze back up. And then the wind would blow, and then the house next door caught on fire again. Like I was watching that, and I'm like, "What the hell?"
It was like a movie. It's also very interesting that those homes were a melting pot of different people, like Southern, West Indian, American, like there was an accent coming from everybody that was talking. That is interesting. And everybody come in and live here. It's a melting pot. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the morning.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Tues. Turn it on.
Turn it up.
Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
SparkFMOnline.com presents the second annual Culture Festival. Spark the Block, Sunday, September 3rd. Fusing cultures, energy, music, fun, and vibes. Live on stage, all the way from Jamaica. For the first time in 10 years. Mayday! Yep. To go again. Elephant Man, the energy god, with hits like Nalinga, Ding Chang, Nalinga, On the River, On the River, On the River, Gully Creeper, and Log On. The baddest bitch of Miami, Trina, with hits like Pull Over. Trina.
Jump in the places I've been.
Uber Out Loud.
You tell me that I think too much.
And Raga Fresh and Sean John Music with this collaboration, Trailer Load. Evolution Specialist, Ampere, Music by DJ Live, DJ Sticks, My Outlaw, Tyrek, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Boston Seaport, 65 Northern Ave. General admission is $75. VIP $450. This is a 21 plus event. For more info, check out SparkFMOnline.com/Spark the Block. Sunday, September 3rd.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Boston, get ready for the ultimate 3-day weekend, August 18th to the 20th. Zaz Entertainment brings to you the second annual Zaz Fest, the Afro-Caribbean Festival. At the heart of this experience on August 19th, we present to you an all-star cast of performers from the Spice Island Grenada, Mr. Killer,
from my riches, Heidi says,
the San Juan God, Voice, Nyla Blackman,
I've been patient and I've been
straight from Yard, Romaine Virgo, and many more international superstars to be added to our cast, including YouTube sensation Oso City, alongside an all-star cast of Boston's finest DJs. For tickets and all other information, log on to www.zazfest.com. That's ZAZFEST.com. Don't miss out on this legendary experience. Zaz Fest, the Afro-Caribbean Festival.
Attention, gentlemen. Are you looking for a suit that will make you look sharp and feel confident? Look no further than Allen's Formal Wear, a Boston legacy business. Our expert staff will help you find the perfect suit for any occasion. With a wide selection of colors, styles, and sizes, we have something for everyone. And the best part, our affordable prices won't break the bank. So why settle for a mediocre suit when you can stand out in Allen's Formal Wear? Visit us today at 594 Blue Hill Ave, Dorchester, or allensformalwear.com to book an appointment. Visit us today at 594 Blue Hill Ave, Dorchester, or Allens, ALLANS, formalwear.com to book an appointment. Allens Formal Wear, we are dressing you for success.
The all-new Spark FM.
Them not like me, I mean not like them.
Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Chicken man be ballin', these chicks pigeon toed, some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. It's time for us to move into our national news. Give it to me, girl. Is that what you're supposed to say? Give it to me.
Do you think Elephant Man is going to let me do the Sesame Street with him?
What is the Sesame Street?
I don't know.
How you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? How to get? You know what I'm really excited about to see the dancers
Yes, I
out there in a like it's almost like line dancing almost.
Yes, it is. And I be trying to do it, but I can't. I don't have that much hand-eye coordination.
Listen, have you ever been a
Nope.
No?
Nope.
You seem like you
would
like
be a danker.
Yeah, like you little flexibility and flexibility and malleability.
I know Tristan did that one TikTok and never did another one, and that TikTok was
I
good.
am not a dancer. I make the people them dance.
Oh, wow. Let the girl them dance.
I would like to do one of the dances with the Sesame Street. Over your head. Over your
I
head.
could bust a nice little two-step.
Signal the plane or something like that. I want to do one of those things. Anyhow, an Arizona woman is accused of pouring bleach into coffee. Let's start out like that. Let's see how. Why'd she do that? Into the coffee of her Air Force husband over months. She was trying to kill him. Melody Johnson, our cousin, was arrested last month after her husband submitted video to police allegedly showing her pouring bleach into his coffee machine. Court documents say Melody Johnson, she's accused, the man who is not named in court documents started noticing that his coffee tasted badly at the end of March while he was stationed in Germany, court documents say. Johnson and her husband are going through a divorce but lived together with their child. The man continued to drink the coffee for 2 to 3 weeks before he used chemical testing strips to test the water in his faucet.
Why is it that you think that he kept using it for 2 weeks before deciding to chemically test it? Why do you think that?
This is the question that plagues me with regard to this story. Why did you continue to drink it for 2 to 3 weeks every day?
Every day.
Before you decided to test it.
But while you're drinking it, you're like, no, this doesn't taste right. This tastes terrible.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue to drink it.
Yeah. So his water came back normal. And when he tested the water in his coffee pot, it showed high levels of chlorine. In May, the man set up a camera in his home, which showed Johnson pouring something into his coffee pot, according to the complaint, which said he pretended to drink the coffee until the family came back to the U.S. on June 28th because he didn't want to file a report in Germany.
I have a story here.
Yes, please, because he didn't want her to be locked up abroad.
Air Force airmen stationed in Tucson.
Court documents say the woman poured bleach into his coffee over several weeks' time. 39-year-old Melody Johnson, charged with attempted murder. Documents show that her husband began to notice his coffee tasted odd over a span of several weeks. In March, testing strips later revealed the coffee contained high levels of chlorine. Her husband was able to catch the act on video, and she was arrested.
I made that story sound better than he did because he was quite boring. So he was temporarily stationed at a hotel in Davis, Montana, in Tucson, and all of these things. He collected multiple videos allegedly showing Johnson taking bleach, pour it into the container, and then walk over and pour it into the coffee maker. The man told police he believed that his strange wife was trying to kill him to collect death benefits.
I mean, she didn't want to be a little incognito with it. Like, you don't want to give him some like mashed up glass or something like that. You want to do,
but just put it in the creamer. You know what I mean? Don't pour it directly in the coffee pot. Put it in the creamer.
Why y'all give?
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
That's not funny at all, Tristan. I'm just trying to find
a better way that she could have done it. Anyway, she was arrested by Tucson police and charged with attempted first-degree murder, attempted aggravated assault, and adding poison to food and drink. And she was held on a lot of money. A search warrant recovered a container with liquid in it in Johnson's bedroom under her bathroom sink that smelled like bleach, which said liquid inside the coffee maker also smelled like bleach. Well, yes, because it was bleach.
What she was supposed to do was use a little antifreeze, but never mind.
No, but Danielle was right too, though. If you do the mashed up glass over some time, it'll just cut up his insides, and then it can't be detected.
Oh God, that's
so many movies and so many
violent.
stories about that. Yeah,
that
it
is
really
violent.
cuts you up inside. It tears you down.
Yep. This very, very disturbing story that I read about yesterday, this Queens doctor charged with recording sex assaults on unconscious patients at New York Presbyterian and raping women at his home. So a Queens doctor has been charged with sexually assaulting unconscious patients at his hospital, raping 3 women at his home, and recording the horrific attacks. G. Allen Chang. Now, G. Allen Chang, what are you doing, G. Allen Chang?
Allen Chang.
This is not okay. A gastroenterologist at a New York Presbyterian Queens is accused of drugging women he allegedly raped in his apartment. He's charged with filming his alleged sexual assault of the hospital patients, all of whom appear to be unconscious in videos recovered from the suspect. The videos seized from Cheng depict more than 6 other women being sexually assaulted, including one at New York Presbyterian Queens, who authorities have yet to been able to identify. There was one video I heard that he gave the girl was having gallbladder issues, like gallbladder pains or whatever. He gave her a rectal exam, then drugged her and raped her.
I was reading this last night, and I'm like, that's wild.
Yep.
He is a wild dude.
Just a nasty pervert.
Yeah, like a sexual
deviant. Yes,
that's put.
Yeah.
Fry him.
He faces 25 years to life in 25-year. If convicted, Chen faces multiple 25-year to life sentences. While in his residence, the first victim came across videos depicting her and other women being assaulted. He was arrested that month for raping that woman, and investigators went to work proving the other cases. They also seized narcotics, including fentanyl, ketamine, cocaine, LSD, and ecstasy, as well as other drugs used in healthcare settings for sedation, such as propofol and sevoflurane.
We have this story.
Go ahead.
Unconscious patients, and in some cases, filming it. The doctor is Z. Allen Cheng at New York Presbyterian Hospital. Tonight, law enforcement officials want to know if there could be more victims. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger.
At the most vulnerable time in their lives, young women checked into the hospital and, prosecutors say, became targets of a predator in a white coat.
He's obviously traumatized.
Attorney Nicholas Liakis represents a 19-year-old woman who prosecutors say was drugged through her IV and raped by her New York Presbyterian gastroenterologist, Z. Allen Cheng, who allegedly recorded the assault on his phone.
Having to go to the district attorney's office and see a video of yourself unconscious getting assaulted after being drugged is, that's unimaginable to deal with.
And she isn't alone.
People go into a hospital, they need help, they need assistance, they need to be able to trust their doctors.
Queens prosecutors indicted Cheng today on 50 counts, including rape, sexual abuse and assault, and unlawful surveillance, stemming from interactions memorialized in dozens of videos on his phone's camera roll. Some of the assaults on unsuspecting patients at the Flushing hospital where he worked, some in his Astoria home, and even in hotel rooms as far away as Thailand. The investigation began last year when a woman accused Cheng of rape. Detectives searched his phone and found evidence of many more victims.
It's always difficult when you find, when anyone is a victim, it is always difficult. But to find out after the fact, some might have known, some might have had a feeling, some had no idea.
New York Presbyterian fired Cheng on the spot when he was first arrested. Today, the hospital described its responsibility to its patients as a sacred trust. The crimes committed by this individual are heinous, despicable, and a fundamental betrayal of our mission, the hospital spokesperson said in a statement. The hospital adding it's been fully cooperating with authorities. Prosecutors have charged Cheng in connection with 6 victims, but they said they have video evidence from his phone of as many as 6 other victims. They still haven't been able to identify.
There's one video that they found of a 19-year-old woman. She was scheduled to undergo a test that he ordered. She's seen in her gown, with her gown open, her breasts exposed, and her underwear lowered. Fingers touch her genitals and nipple, and then the eyelid of one of her closed eyes. She appears unconscious and has no reaction to what is being done. In another video, a 47-year-old unconscious woman who is seriously ill has her breast and genitals groped, and an ungloved finger is inserted into her mouth. Of one of her closed eyelids, it's pulled open. Officials say Cheng said at least 2 of the victims were women he met through an online dating site. What is wrong with him?
He is nasty, nasty, nasty man. And those type of people scare me because you are in these positions that people are supposed to trust you.
Yes.
And you're doing the most to be the most untrustworthy, nasty MF ever. That's just gross.
So he lost his job. He was evicted from his apartment.
He should lose his scruples.
He should lose his scrotum.
There we
what
go.
He needs to lose.
Yes.
They need to castrate him. That's what they used to do back in the day to people.
100%.
Husband of missing Georgia mom Imani Robertson is arrested. I'm not familiar with this story. The husband of a Georgia mother of 4 who has been missing for more than 2 weeks was charged with her murder after her body was recovered on Friday. Donnell Anderson was arrested and charged in connection with the disappearance and death of Imani Robertson. The Rockdale County Sheriff said. Robertson was last seen on July 16th in Atlanta while driving home with her 2 children from her mother's house after dinner. Her mother, Charlene, attempted to contact her daughter multiple times the next day without a response. Angela White eventually visited her daughter's home in Conyers, about 24 miles away, only to find it empty. Authorities began their search on July 17th after the mother reported her daughter missing. Investigators were immediately suspicious after visiting the home. The sheriff said it was clear that foul play was evident in the disappearance of Imani. Blood was found at Robertson's home and multiple other places, according to the sheriff's department. More than a week later, Robinson's car was found after it had been set on fire. By the time her body was located Friday with canine assistance, authorities were ready to charge her husband. When that body was found, it was our mission, especially mine, to make sure that we would convince our judges and DA's office that we have enough evidence to secure a warrant and to get him off the street. Anderson has been charged with felony murder, malice murder, and aggravated assault. Anderson was represented. Why though? What is the evidence that they had that was like undoubtedly it was him? I don't know. They're not saying that in this story, but yeah. Late last
very
night,
interesting.
This is sick people.
Yeah,
We've
like,
reported on a lot of people like this. We've done, like,
just disgusting.
Yeah. That's really, really sad. But anyways, he's been arrested.
Things about like
how many situations you might have escaped from or something. Like that's, I feel like I'm like these. It often makes me very alert and aware of my surroundings because we do read so many stories. It's just very nasty.
This is her husband, though.
You saying that? So this weekend I was out for a little bit. I went to a couple of events, and every event that I went to, I was walking with my cup, and I had my cup covered.
Yes,
seriously.
Yes.
I mean, you have to because it's so dangerous. And then this is her husband. Like this is somebody that you married and you trusted and you really thought, like whatever, and then to know that that's
they
so
nasty.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Biden will announce a historic Grand Canyon monument designation during his Arizona visit. President Biden will use his visit to Arizona to formally announce a national monument designation for the Greater Grand Canyon. Well, that is nice.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Biden.
formally announce a national monument designation for the Greater Grand Canyon, making Native American tribes and environmentalists' decades-long vision to preserve the land a reality. So the Grand Canyon will now be a national monument. Wow. I thought that it always was. Isn't it one of the 7 wonders of the world?
The Grand Canyon, yeah.
What's the 7 wonders of the world?
Have you guys seen the Grand Canyon?
I don't know.
Are you guys interested in seeing the Grand Canyon?
I have not seen it, and I'm not interested. I've been to Vegas 8 times and never went anywhere near there. The Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam. Maybe next time I go to Vegas, I'll go to those.
So the Great Pyramids of Giza, Petra, Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
So there's a lot of different wonders of the world. So now there's new 7 wonders of the world.
You can't have new. So what are the Colosseum, the Great Wall of China, the Taj Mahal, Christ the Redeemer
in Brazil,
Machu Picchu, Chichen Itza in Mexico, Chichen, Petra in Jordan. And then, that's my 7 wonders. What else you got over there?
Well, this is all the wonders. Great Pyramid of Gaza, Great Wall of China. Let me see here. Taj Mahal, Petra, Machu Picchu, Colosseum, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Chichen Itza, Christ the Redeemer, Temple of Artemis, Lighthouse of Alexandria, Colossus of Rhodes. Yes, there's a statue of Zeus at Olympia.
Ain't there that
Egyptian pyramids, Giza necropolis, Victoria Falls, Stonehenge, and El Castillo.
Stonehenge, yeah. So the Grand Canyon is not one.
No.
Oh.
Colossus of Rhodes. Yep, that's up there.
Oh, who that?
I don't know. I'm missing. I don't know how to say this one. Mausoleum at Halicarnax.
Where is that? Where is it?
It's a tomb of Mausolius. Was a tomb built between 353 and 350 BC, before Christ.
Before Christ, even.
Yes.
Wow.
Before he came in. That's crazy.
I've only seen the Colosseum in real life. I haven't seen anything else. And then I lied. I don't think I seen.
I want to see Victoria Falls.
I did see the Coliseum. Where that is?
I've been
In
to
Australia.
Niagara Falls, and that was fine for me.
I seen the falls in Dominica. Remember that? That was nice.
And I
fall.
went to
like
Dunn's
that.
River Falls.
Oh, and Dunn's River Falls as well. I had been to.
I saw Niagara Falls.
Yeah, that's the one.
That one sounds racist.
So that
Carlos saw Machu Picchu. That's dope.
I'm gonna go to Machu. Carlos has seen all of them. Carlos has Carlos seen all of the ones.
Victoria Falls. That's crazy. No, pyramids.
The pyramids is African.
You know, and I feel really badly about saying this, and I don't want anybody to judge me because of me saying this, but I'm not interested
in what?
In any of those.
Why not?
I don't know. Like, I can't even really tell you an answer. Like, if I had somebody who's like, "Oh, do you want to take a trip to do this?" and I'd say, "No, I want to go back to Miami."
I'm a history buff. In my
There's a reel or whatever going around on TikTok, and it's like these two parents and they're holding their daughter and they're looking at the Eiffel Tower, and they're like, "Yes, making our daughter see the world so she won't be impressed by your dusty sons taking her to Miami." And then they look back at the camera like this. And I was like, exactly. But this one here want to go to Miami all the time.
I like Miami.
Miami gonna sing soon.
It's mad wonders.
Miami should be
Mad
as
wonders
one to
of the
two.
world. You can sit down on the strip in Miami. You can see all the wonders of the world.
All
on
kinds of
Miami.
things.
It's crazy.
All
over
of them. But yeah.
Yeah, I it's not that I'm not interested. It would have to be a situation where I was on a trip to see all of them at the same time, because I'm not going to pay my money to go there.
The Colosseum is the one in Rome, right?
When in Rome.
See, so yeah, I did see that, and it's fantastic because it's just like, oh my God, this has been here all this time, and who built this and how they built it, things like that. If you're there, you have to see them, but you're saying you're not going to see them, but you will see them if you're there.
If I'm there, I'll see them.
Yeah,
but I'm not going. I'm not taking it. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, Tony, this week I'm going to the Coliseum."
No, not like that, but to be like, I'm planning a trip to go see the Coliseum.
Well, that one is. Let's not use that one. That's not a good example because that has so many other things that you can see in Rome and things like that. But like Machu Picchu,
yeah. When you go to Mexico, you go to Machu Picchu. You gotta go to Chichen Itza and then Chichen Itza.
Where? What I heard, I'm only going to the parts of Mexico that got the hotel.
You gotta do one of them excursions and go to Chichen Itza.
Somebody was like, they was like, what's your favorite part of a camping trip? And the girl said, the hotel. And I said, absolutely.
Camping trip.
Absolutely. There we go.
Yeah.
Glamping.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. But but like when I would recommend though, if you ever want to go to Italy, go to Rome, see all the things that there are to see in Rome because it's quite amazing. And I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity.
Before you go to Rome, go to Africa.
Well,
and connect with the motherland.
Rome is a little more affordable than Africa. And then this very last thing, Saucy Trucker, a Houston woman known as Saucy Trucker, who has been stranded in Dubai for months over an altercation at a car rental agency.
Oh, yes.
Left on Tuesday.
Oh, good for her.
Good for her. Saucy Trucker Tierra Young Allen, 29, took off on a flight on the out of the UAE and will transit through the United Kingdom on her way back to the U.S. Who runs who runs a hire advocacy group long critical of the UAE called Detained in Dubai. Allen paid $1,360 deposit. Ooh,
that's so crazy.
Wow.
That's what I just said, and it popped up in my algorithm.
It's
what's your favorite thing to bring when you go camping? A hotel room.
Yeah.
What is this Saucy Trucker?
Saucy Trucker. So she was leaving. Her friend rented a car in Dubai. Mm-hmm. They went and they returned the car. And when they went back to return the car, the man that worked at the car rental agency yelled at her friend. This girl yelled back and they detained her because you're not supposed to be loud in Dubai. So she ended up paying $1,360 deposit to Dubai police to clear the travel ban she faced. It wasn't clear if Allen still has any legal complaints against her in the UAE, a federation of 7 sheikdoms. In whatever. She did not immediately return requests for comment, nor did the United States Department of whatever. So she's on her way back. She's now able to leave.
I mean, it's
the Houston TikTok influencer who was stuck in Dubai is now free and on her way.
I have nothing to say about it. You got to.
The Houston TikTok influencer who was stuck in Dubai is now free and on her way home. Her flight departed about 40 minutes ago. We've learned that she paid about $1,300 to the police so that she could leave. We told you last month that Tierra Allen had been stuck in Dubai since May after she got into a dispute with a car rental agency. Yeah. Allen is now banned from returning to Dubai. That is the update.
I don't think she want to go back. I don't think she want to go back.
If I went to go spend a week in Dubai and I got detained May, June, July, August, 3 months I got detained in Dubai. Yep. What I'm doing there? Was she in jail?
What you gonna want to go there? Yeah, she was detained. She was in a detention center.
Oh no.
Yeah, why would you want to go back there? I wouldn't
be
want
me.
to go back.
I'm not going.
I'm not gonna go.
This is why you got to go to Miami.
That's why you got to go to Miami. Well, I guess so. I mean, Florida is a whole nother country now too, so that makes sense. But anyhow, that's all the news that I got. That's it.
And now, in the interest of time, we'll just keep on going into the entertainment report. We'll start off with some other sad news. Chicago native and cha-cha slide creator DJ Casper dies at 58.
What happened to
now,
Casper?
Cha-cha with your left and cha-cha with your right.
No.
Work it out.
No, that's the remix. He's just a cha-cha slide.
1 foot.
We gonna
get funky.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's it.
Everybody clap your hands.
What's his name?
Casper.
This is DJ Casper, y'all. And we're gonna do the cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy.
I like the remix though. Yo, left step stomp because
Me
it got
too,
we got more
Back it
movement.
up.
Hey, hands up. That's
right
terrible.
Stomp.
He died at 58. What was it? Cancer, I believe it was. Cancer battle. 58. Damn. That's terrible.
Cancer sucks.
Megan Thee Stallion described daily suffering after Tory Lanez. So Tory Lanez saw his day in court yesterday.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, August.
And they got a lot of a lot of testimony and letters of support or whatever from people. So
Tory
Megan
Lanez look like DJ Dutch.
He could.
Oh, that's weird.
Megan Thee Stallion said that she has suffered daily since rapper Tory Lanez shot her in the feet 3 years ago. In a written statement read during Lanez's sentences, which will stretch into today. Since I was viciously shot by the defendant, I have not experienced a single day of peace, Megan said in a statement read by Los Angeles County Deputy Director Anthony Cathy Taw. Slowly but surely, I'm healing and coming back, but I will never be the same. The hip-hop star who testified during the trial said she struggled with whether she would appear to give the statement in person, but said she simply could not bring myself to be in a room with Tory again. She asked that her absence not be taken as a sign of indifference and urged Judge David Hereford to issue a stiff sentence. The judge had been expecting to sentence Lanez Monday at a hearing that often can take only a couple of hours, but Hereford and attorneys for the two sides argue each factor of this potential sentence and allowed 7 witnesses to give statements on Lanez's charitable giving, his childhood trauma, and his status as father of a 6-year-old son. Prosecutors are asking a judge to hand down a 13-year sentence to the 31-year-old Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson. Lanez was convicted of 3 felonies: assault with a semi-automatic firearm, having a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. Lawyers for Lanez said in a sentence memo that he should only get probation and be released from jail to enter a residential substance abuse program. They plan to appeal the conviction. Megan testified during the trial that Lanez had fired the gun at the back of her feet and shouted her to dance, bitch, dance. It didn't say that, but I wanted to put that in there. Shouted to her to dance as she walked away from an SUV in which they had been riding in summer 2020. The pair had left the party at Kylie Jenner's Hollywood Hills home. Lanez's father, Sunstar Peterson, a Christian minister, choked back tears in court Monday as he told the judge about his wife, Luella, dying just a few days after showing the first symptoms of a rare blood disorder that would lead to her death when Lanez was 11. I don't think anybody ever gets over that, he said of their youngest child, Lanez, but his music became his outlet. Other witnesses talked with Lanez's nearly constant charitable giving even before fame and money was music. The mother of his son, Raina Casagni, called him the most supportive father and the funnest father. Yes.
I think that it's just hard.
Yeah, this sucks for everybody involved.
It does. I don't think that he literally had malicious intent when he was doing that. I think that they might have been drunk. They were having a night of fun, and then this thing happened, and it's very unfortunate. I think that if he had been somewhat remorseful or apologetic around the time when it happened, it wouldn't have gotten this far. 13 years seems like a lot. I just really don't feel like
they're
he had.
shooting high and hoping to land on a couple of years, maybe.
Yeah.
But the judge says that he will take in consideration his charitable offerings, his charitable giving. But the judge also said he would consider what prosecutors called attempts by Lanes through social media posts and in song lyrics to intimidate Megan and to cast doubt on whether she was shot at all.
Right.
Hereford said that Lanes also had a clear lack of remorse, but said he won't allow that to be a factor because the rapper has a right to maintain his innocence. Megan, in her statement, cited the absence of remorse, saying Lanes has blamed the system, blamed the press, and as of late has tried to take advantage of his childhood trauma. They're going to pull out the stops to try to save
Both
him.
sides.
Yeah. And I think that what is going to get Tory Lanez in the most trouble is all that he has done in this case to not protect his own self.
Right.
If I was Tory Lanez, I would have shut the hell up
exactly
until the trial.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have been out here doing the absolute most and trying to turn people against Megan. And I think that's where he effed up.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That is it.
Unfortunately.
Wayne Brady comes out as pansexual. I'm doing this for me.
What that mean? He likes to have sex with pots?
It means he loves everybody, no matter what form or what they identify with. All the alphabet, all the cis, all the things.
Why
doesn't
isn't
care.
that just bisexual?
Because if bisexual is you being in love with both sexes and you're just considering two sexes, male and woman. Pansexual, there's a lot of sexes. There's non-binary, there is queer, there are all of the things. So he's saying that he just loves love, and whoever comes with that love is who he will give it to.
He's like Diddy.
Yes. Yeah. You said Diddy?
Yeah, love.
Diddy's a pansexual.
Diddy's that too?
His name Love. He loves everybody.
Diddy's
I don't think Bye, Tony. Goodbye.
That's what it's.
Diddy's lesbian.
I mean, there's just too many things. There's just too many things now.
You can't tell somebody how to identify.
Okay, but why do you have to identify?
Why does your identification need to be identified?
Why do you have to be?
Why can't there be why can't it be like male, female, other?
Right, that's like thirst trapping. What are you trying to put it out there so you can get more people or something like that? Like, what are you doing? Who cares? Why are you telling us this? I don't care.
Why I gotta know?
Why I gotta know?
Why I gotta know what goes on in your bedroom?
And isn't he married?
He was, I believe.
Right, so it's just like tell your wife. You don't got to tell us. We don't need to know.
I guess the biggest question is who asked you?
Exactly. And who never thought that Wayne Brady was a little funny?
Oh, not funny, a little different.
A little different.
Mm-hmm.
Who never thought that? I always did. That don't surprise me that it's coming out about anything.
About anything.
Whatever.
About anything at all.
Right.
Nobody thought that you were just one simple way.
You can't say regular because that is not regular.
Wayne Brady is the guy he does impromptu in the game show.
Whose line is it anyway?
No. Deal or no deal?
Yes.
The hairline guy.
Hairline.
Is he the hairline guy, Tristan? What is he? Wayne Brady is a talk show host and man.
Oh,
and a man.
And a man.
I don't know who he is.
Well, I don't know. I don't
know who he is. He be singing.
Oh, he don't
It's
have
not
no hair.
unusual.
And he's a game
to
show
be
man.
loved by anyone. He remind me of Carlton.
Do.
Yeah.
Kanye West joins Travis Scott on stage for this first performance. Good for that.
Did you see Kanye's naked wife again yesterday? What is she disabled to wear clothes?
And is Kanye anti-shoes?
What is happening with Kanye?
And I'm fine with anti-shoes because Kanye, I too am anti-shoes. I just want to know why you be outside with no shoes on.
And why do your wife gotta be naked all the time? I don't understand
It's
that.
fashion.
It's
Miss
not.
Tony, it's fashion.
Shown.
Ash
Shown. Because her ass is always out and her nipples.
Her nipples.
I don't understand that.
Neo says he won't be bullied into apologizing after criticism. I thought he apologized. Neo got bullied. Neo is getting canceled.
Neo's just a bad hombre, though. Like, what is your problem, dude? He's a derelict and a deviant as well. Because Neo, you don't gotta be with everybody just because you can be with everybody.
And just write your songs, write your good songs, and shut up.
His songs are so good, and he's just out here destroying all these women's lives. There is no good place in heaven for people like Neo.
You cast him out of heaven, even.
Jeez, he's
wow.
awful.
Neo has clarified his apology of sorts after facing swift backlash for his comments regarding children and gender identity. The backlash stemmed from a Vlad TV interview the singer did with Gloria Velez after the weekend, where he questioned why children were able to choose their genders in a statement posed to social media on Sunday. He expressed his deepest apologies for the comments he made. However, in an updated post on Monday, he decided he wanted to change his mind. And Neo clarified his stance and broke down exactly what he's apologizing for and what he's not. He said, I normally won't give too much of a damn what y'all think about what I do or what y'all have to say about what I say or whatever. He began in the video. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth and not the publicist's computer. So check this out. He continued, first and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls. That's too many kids that you not married to.
Neo got 7 children?
7 of them. So why are we always picking on Father Abraham? Nick Cannon.
Father Abraham.
Yes, that's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended someone, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I am absolutely entitled to feel how I feel. And the same way you entitled to feel how you feel, I can feel how I feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question. I answered the damn question, okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community. However, I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do whatever you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked me my opinion on the matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that's detrimental to their life. I will never be okay with it. And you know what, Neo?
He's right.
You're fine. You're okay with that. That you are entitled to your opinion.
Say what you want to say and do what you want to do.
And I don't feel that he's necessarily wrong. So I will mind my business. Yeah. That pays me. I ain't got nobody to say about how anybody does their life. You do with your children what you got to do with your children. I'm going to do what I got to do with mine. And neither one of us can be right or wrong.
I'm sorry, Neo.
Hello.
I'll let him back into heaven now.
Let him back.
He can come back.
Jesus Christ.
Neo. Sorry, Neo.
See, murder's victim's family slams Kim Kardashian for the advocacy.
Why? He's been in jail for 20-something years.
See, Murder has quite the legal advocate in Kim Kardashian, but not everyone is happy about the reality star's involvement in the rapper's potential release. George Thomas, who is the brother of murder victim Steve Thomas, told TMZ that Ye's ex-wife's advocacy isn't a fight for justice in his eyes.
Why should Ye's ex-wife?
Rather, it's a reminder of all he's lost. Thomas told the outlet that losing his brother, who was only 16 at the time of his murder, is one of the hardest things he'll ever have to go through. He feels that it's only celebrities that want the ex-No Limit rapper released from prison, and that there was substantial evidence to convict him of murder back in 2002.
I thought that the new evidence shows that he actually did not do it.
The new evidence shows that he actually did not do it.
Oh, is that what it says?
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
But,
I'm like, wow.
But that's what she said. She
Yeah.
says that there was the evidence that they had was only 2 eyewitnesses.
Mhm.
And since then, both of those eyewitnesses has come forth and said that that is not what actually happened.
Right.
He was never there.
Mhm.
They did never see him there.
Yep.
And that they tried to recant and they told him that pretty much
They couldn't. Mhm.
So I don't know. I don't know why I would want the wrong person to be locked up for something that they did not do.
Exactly. And I understand that you're hurt. I do.
Yeah.
Of course. And especially him being 16 when he was killed. That's
Mhm.
awful. But to have the wrong person be in jail forever, it's going to be more detrimental because when he comes out, then he's going to get paid for wrongful. You're going to feel worse because it's like now he's getting paid for whatever, and you still don't have any resolve for your loved one's case.
They said there's no remaining evidence that even suggests that Corey Miller is any more culpable than the hundreds of patrons who were at the Platinum Club on January 12th.
Why the 16-year-old was at the club?
Good question.
Okay.
When Steve Thomas was tragically shot, rather than search for the real perpetrator of the crime, the local sheriff's office zeroed in on proving a case against Mr. Miller. The lead detective harassed multiple witnesses and mishandled the case to such a degree that the trial court had no choice but to grant Mr. Miller a new trial after he was convicted in 2003.
Mhm.
She continued in 2009, 4 months after Mr. Miller's second trial. His attorney attempted to withdraw and complained he had not been paid in years. The new judge refused to allow counsel to withdraw, and Mr. Miller stood trial for a second time with an attorney who made no effort to call favorable witnesses to testify. That also is terrible as well.
Yeah.
How you gonna not let me fire my lawyer?
Right.
I thought that was my right to do so.
And the burden of proof is on the person who's being convicted. You're not allowing me to prove that it was not me. That's not okay.
That's not how that works. So that is very interesting. And that is all the stories that we have out today.
Jeez.
Yes.
I want to see Murder to come home. Free C Murder.
See, Murder, he was a rapper too?
Yes, he was down for my neck down.
Oh, yes. See Murder. This the one, this Monica's
brother.
Yeah,
Monica's road dog.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And that broke up him and Monica's good relationship. She had to go on and marry this basketball player and all kind of things. If they all of that, then him and Monica would have had a lovely life together.
Terrible. And that's
Should've
terrible.
known better than to
Anyways, people, we got a lot going on this week. We are on the Boston City Hall Plaza on Thursday for the Mayor's R&B Dance Party. So Summer Dance Party Series, R&B Dance Party, music by DJ Real P from 5 to 8. And prior to that, Spark FM will be getting things popping and getting things going. So Spark FM at City Hall Plaza, pre-show before the Mayor's R&B Dance Party, music, games, interviews, and much more. This Thursday, August 10th from 3 to 5 p.m. on City Hall Plaza. It is free, and open to El Público.
This Thursday, what's the weather like?
Let's check. Caller, you're live.
Good morning.
Good
How
morning.
are you guys this morning?
I'm very fine. How are you?
I'm well. What up, Triz? I just wanted to make a comment that I'm loving Miss Tony's crown today. If nobody has told you, Miss Tony, that crown you're sporting is pretty dope.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Brother Carlos. I appreciate it.
That's all I have. A little bit of affirmation today, and that's it.
Thank you. You are the best.
I try.
That's what you got here for?
That's it.
Make me feel good.
Tristan and I would like to have a compliment as well.
It's just a beat.
Well, when y'all switch up y'all crown, I'll call y'all.
Wow. Let's go.
So Thursday looks like it's going to be pretty nice. Partly sunny, mostly cloudy. Light rain showers around 7 p.m. and light rain around 8 p.m.
Don't say you told me it was going to be 62 tomorrow.
I did. It's going to be the low is 63 for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But Thursday is going to be 81 degrees with a low of 65. The daytime is going to have scattered light rain showers, and the nighttime heavy rain is expected.
So make sure that you guys get out there all the way from 3 o'clock. So we'll be out there from pretty much 3 until about 8. So if you get off early from work, come on over and hang out with us. Come get some free merch. Come find out about all the things we have going on. People, don't forget Boston Kitties Carnival is coming up on August 19th. Kitties Carnival, August 19th. I believe that some bass bands still have some open registration. A couple of them have closed down. But from 10 to 5, we will be outside of the back of the zoo on August 19th, where the parade is going to take off. The kids will also be, we have trucks on the road. They have a parade route. We'll be going through the zoo so that we can see some of the attractions. And then we'll come right back out for a really great family fun day, jamboree, vendors, food, bouncy houses, all kinds of stuff. Really great music. Bring all the kiddies out. Bring all the kiddies out. So much to do.
Right.
And then on the 23rd, we'll be back on City Hall Plaza for our steel pan extravaganza. We have 5 bands participating in that situation, and it's going to be a good old time. Yes. So all of you guys, bring your lawn chairs, bring everything that you want, bring your little time, your little napkins, your little hard candies. Come out there, sit down, and have a good time.
Napkins and hard candies. And also this weekend, Saturdays, of course, is the STL Gold Festival right there again on City Hall Plaza. Well, City Hall Plaza is opening up.
City Hall Plaza is popping.
Okay, City Hall
I'm
Plaza.
about to give me a parking pass for out there.
So the Gold Festival is going to be from 12 to 10 p.m. on Saturday. Free. All of these great national bands, local bands, great, good music. We're going to be out there celebrating Black music and 50 years of hip hop right there on City Hall Plaza.
Yes, we were. We are going to have a good time. And then after Kitty's Carnival, we're going over to the Zaz Fest.
Yes.
Zaz Fest is where we're going to end our night. It's some good adult time with a full star-studded lineup. We'll be talking to Mr. Zaz himself tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in to find out all the deets of Zaz Fest weekend. It's going to be a grand time, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Boston, get ready for the ultimate 3-day weekend, August 18th to the 20th. Zaz Entertainment brings to you the second annual Zaz Fest, Afro-Caribbean Festival. At the heart of this experience on August 19th, we present to you an all-star cast of performers. From the Spice Island Grenada, Mr. Killer.
From my riches, Heidi says that
The San Juan God, Voice. Nyla Blackman.
I've been patient and I've been
Straight from Yard, Romaine Virgo.
talk about love.
And many more international superstars to be added to our cast, including YouTube sensation Oso City, alongside an all-star cast of Boston's finest DJs. For tickets and all other information, log on to www.zazfest.com. That's ZAZFEST.com. Don't miss out on this legendary experience. Zaz Fest, the Afro-Caribbean Festival.
SparkFMOnline.com presents the second annual Culture Festival. Spark the Block, Sunday, September 3rd. Fusing cultures, energy, music, fun, and vibes. Live on stage, all the way from Jamaica. For the first time in 10 years. Mayday! Yep. To go again. Elephant Man, the energy god, with hits like Nalinga, Ding Kang, Nalinga, On the River, On the River, Gully Creeper, and Log On. The baddest bitch of Miami, Trina, with hits like Pull Over. Trina.
Dump in the places I've been.
Uber Out Loud.
You tell me that I think too much.
And Raga Fresh and Sean John Music with this collaboration, Trailer Load. Evolution Specialist. Ampere. Music by DJ Live. DJ Stick. My Outlaw. Tyrek. 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Boston Seaport. 65 Northern Ave. General admission is $75. VIP $450. This is a 21 plus event. For more info, check out sparkfmonline.com/spark the block. Sunday, September 3rd.